is Gabby, and I'm the current custodian of the Ctyi's Guide to the Galaxy. Which was basically written a couple of years ago to compile traditions and like promote this idea of what is it, Stephen?
I have to dip 5 times during this, so I'm going to get the first one over here. This is for Alan. For 5 Snapple bottles, 5 dips. So here's the first one. Dip!
So, I normally don't read this bit out, but the note you get when you get this book is, Dear student, this book is a complement of Ctyi traditions I've seen throughout my time as a student. I'm hoping this compilation of information will live on long after my time. Feel free to contribute to content as the book passes, staple new info to old pages, and make this something awesome. Please refrain from using names if possible, and we do not condone continuing banned traditions going against the will of the glorious site office. Thanks and good luck. So that's basically what it is. And it's just to inform new people and all that idea. So, the first further ado.
Oh yeah. I'm Vanessa. 2 out of the 3 members here are sick, which is really good timing. But
Hi, I'm Owen. I'm the residential pirate, and I'm not sick, so I'm the one. I'm also very happy about it. Alright, so, first things first, Pirate Wednesday. So, I am the pirate. That means I wear this. Hi. And my day off is Pirate Wednesday every year. So I get Pirate Wednesday off, which means I don't wear the hat, and everyone else gets to dress up as a pirate. So that's pretty neat. This tradition dates back to the year 1999.
wow.
Students wear pirate hats, obviously. I have bandanas, and even simply t-shirts supporting the Disney pirate franchise. I don't know why that's supporting Disney.
Don't support Disney.
Never mind, actually, don't. Just wear pirate stuff. That's the general gist. So yeah, be creative, have fun. That's Pirate Wednesday. I don't know, this is really weirdly laid out.
Okay, so bathrobe and towel Thursday, which is today. So, if you didn't already notice, people will be wearing bathrobes and towels because to commemorate that the world ended on a Thursday morning, so early that Arthur Dent, the protagonist of Guardian's Guide to the Galaxy, I read half of it 2 years ago in Ctyi, and then I lost the book, so I never bothered to finish it. Anyway, we celebrate this by wearing our bathrobes to class with a towel over our shoulders and making many references to the book The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. Bathrobes are only meant to be worn strictly until midday, but no one really cares about that. So, yeah, that's today. Hopefully you can continue it next week.
Formal Friday. A theme day, which is very basic as for theme days goes. Shirt, tie, blazers, trousers, shoes, dresses, skirts, waistcoats. Keep it formal. And it's tomorrow, so you should do it. Yeah. Unnecessary cheering.
Spoon bracelets are banned, so don't make spoon bracelets. They apparently started in 1997. There you go. And it involves the bending or shaping of cutlery into bracelets. which are to be worn throughout the session and even the non-CTYI year. Now, I don't know who goes around wearing spoon bracelets for the rest of the year, but apparently that's a thing they used to do. It is banned, so don't do it.
It's actually theft.
Oh yeah, nutsack. This is not banned. Good vibes. Okay, so this is a game which was invented by Fiaker, the philosophy instructor, many years ago. It's played in the stone circle, which you should all be familiar with, and it uses a beanbag or bread ball, and now a tennis ball, which just doesn't work. So like, I don't think we should be using that. Anyway, all players are arranged in a random fashion in the circle, and the player with the ball attempts to hit other players with it with an underarm throw. Players may dodge the ball in any way, provided their feet remain firmly plodded to the ground. And if a player is hit, they are out and must leave the circle. Last man standing wins. And it's like dodgeball, you can only move... No, wait, that's not how dodgeball works. You can only move when it's on the ground. So that's... But you know, if you're hit, you're out. That's the dodgeball
Also, that page fell out.
That page fell out. Okay. Not this.
You know. This page got rained on last year, so I can't really read it. Ninja is a time-honored tradition dating all the way back to 2010. The game comprises of at least 2 players, so you need friends. Instructions. Players face each other and bow. With the Look, okay, so basically, you and your friends count to 3 and make ninja poses. You then move in a series of movements, turn-based movements to try and tap the back of the other person's hand. And if it's tapped, they're out. And it's pretty simple, and you all probably saw it around and at the quiz, table quiz.
Florgies. My second favorite thing ending with cheese. A timeless and comfortable tradition which begins when someone lies down on the grass of the quad. Or sort of indoors, but I think that's how it kind of got banned. So, seeing someone lying down on the grass, another student would lie on their stomach or chest, and then others would follow suit. Students should remember that you should only lie on another's torso and ask permission before engaging in contact. Orgies have no limit to size, but each member should take precautionary measures, such as flanders, to prevent such complications as flirpers, blades. I have no idea what any of this means. Okay.
You don't screw it up the whole.
Alright. And then update, orgies were banned, partially because people were doing them inside, and probably partially because of people breaking the whole consent. So, they're banned.
Read the next one.
Oh no, they're back! So, that scary feeling you had when you thought it was banned, you don't want to have that, so don't break the rules. Engage in responsible florgy. Alright. Sportalians. Now, I was told by the ORAs to refer to them as international students. But we all know their true names. Sportalians, reigning from Spain, Portugal, and Italy, and now apparently like Germany, like Russians, Americans. The general idea is they're foreigners, so we don't like them. No, not really. The real reason we don't like them is they get croissants and we don't. So, if you're unaware, yeah, I know, it's tragedy. So, if you don't know, the Sportalians at breakfast get croissants and we don't. So, the RAs told us we are not allowed to go in the Sportalian line. It is against the rules. However, we have created an unofficial mini guide to stealing a croissant. Our first rule is to wear obnoxiously large and hideous sunglasses. I think these are actually Gabby's sunglasses. The second rule is to have a tan of some sort. Unfortunately, that rules me out as the whitest person on earth. The third rule is to generally try to speak some foreign language.
Okay?
Most of the staff in the canteen, I assume, do not speak Spanish or French or any of those languages. So you can probably get away with saying random Spanish words. Donde está el biblioteca is my personal.
So, newbies and mentors. Many of you will be newbies and the majority of you won't be. So in your first week of CTYI could be one of the oddest experiences that any CTYI can have, and mentors exist to make this transition easier. A mentor basically takes a newbie under their wing and makes it their duty to teach their newbie any socially accepted traditions of the course. Mentors benefit from this by having a reason to integrate with fresh CTYIs, as well as the opportunity to pass on the knowledge gained through their attendance. So if any of you are newbies, try find one, but if any of you are if any of you are not newbies, try find one and make them your newbie. That sounds like
The golden rule is consent.
The teardrop on a nevermore. So this says after the closing ceremony, but I think most people do it before the closing ceremony. And definitely prior to the final disco, nevermores or their friends will help them draw a teardrop beneath their eye to signify the sorrow that comes with ending your time at CTYI. Students should note that it is fatal to pretend to be a nevermore. And at some page in 2008, people used to draw pi signs. I don't know why.
Nerds. Alright, terminology. So the first word I'd like to start with is a word created by Alan this year. It is in fact Dibby. That was my second dib so far, and this is my third. Alright, let's go on to some more timeless terms that have gone throughout the years. Newbie. This is someone who it's their first time attending CTY. So this doesn't mean necessarily it's the first year they could attend. They could be any age. It just means it's their very first time. Nevermore. This is someone who it is their final year. It also means it's the last year that they could do it at all. So even if they want to come back, sadly the dream has to end. However, a no more is someone who is unable to return for whatever reason. So many people may have possibly an extra year in terms of age, but unfortunately will not be able to come back. They are a no more. 4-year fanatic. Someone who has attended for 4 years. 5-year freak. Someone who has attended for 5 years. 6-year psycho. Hopefully, these people are nut jobs. I'm gonna tip. Newbie boy, both first and last year. They only realize how great it was after. A spectre. Past CTYIs to visit for various reasons. I never heard of this term. I don't know who goes, oh, there's a spectrum. There you go. Bisessional. Someone who attends both session 1 and session 2. No longer permitted, so that's not a thing. Mini-teens. Students aged between 6 and 13 attending the Ctyi day classes. I've never done them, but
Anyone?
has anyone here?
Has anyone done
Any
that?
mini-teens?
Good for you guys.
Yeah! Good job. I don't know if there are any Yes, commuters. Commuters who attend only class.
They're not here now.
I know, why wouldn't you want to have all the fun in the quad? Yay! Cool muters. Commuters who stay till 10.
Be nice to all commuters. Obviously, that's a joke.
And a session holder. It just comes across wrong. Individual who changes sessions from year to year. Andrew Crummy, who are, by the terms, a session. Alright.
Well, ultimate packing is just that you pack on the last day. Notebooks. Standard tradition to other summer camps. Basically comprises of students using the back pages of their notebooks or purchasing exclusive notebooks to pass around for fellow students to address kind messages to them, celebrating the course and their time at Ctyi. It can be a signature, it can be a funny doodle, it can be a phone number, or it can be many, many pages. Do what you want.
Oh, yes. Yes. Oh, yeah. I'll go for this one. Okay, so Friday/Saturday night activities. I mean, it's what the name suggests. But the tradition part, which cat people might not really get into, but casino night and the talent show are always the second week's activities. And they're always a good time.
Shopping trips are when we go shopping. Spar!
We love you, Jay.
Often the primary food source for some students with taste buds. Catering for almost anything you can want. It says except Oreos, but now I'm pretty sure they have Oreos.
Yeah,
And you also might notice it was renovated this year. Cool. Has a deli, coffee machine, selection of magazines, no smoothie bar. It's open till 6 p.m. each weekday, but it's closed on weekends, so plan for that.
the residential awesome pirate. This story dates back to 2001, the first year of Mr. Willem, who from then until 2000, it's like rainbow though, 2005, wears a pirate hat each day to class. The hat gradually evolved into a full outfit, which became universally recognized as his trademark. Winnie, I'm just gonna skip all this. I wear a hat every day.
And Owen's the worst pirate.
So basically, someone every year wears a hat, and when they're leaving, when it's their Nevermore year, which it is mine, has to pass it on to somebody new. So there you go. It's like a general tradition. It's been going since 2001. Good job, Mr. Will. Oh, dib.
Concert is a time-honored tradition which has been going on through the ages, which is the final Friday on the morning of the final Friday of the session. Each Nevermore or No More will make their way out to this quad right here, normally with the serving of a fruit juice or a Snapple, and a speech will be made by whoever wants to in the circle about their time at CTYI, reflecting on the program. This tradition is what you make it. It does not need to be emotional. Don't cry because it's over. Smile because it happened. Disco pain! 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 Disco pain!
So we'll split this up.
Just read it.
Okay. So here's a list of the songs played at discos. The discos happen every Saturday, and there's a set number of songs that happen. There's a set few songs that happen every time, and there's a few traditions that go along with each song. So this is the most important one. This is the one that will end the whole thing. It's called American Pie. So it's adopted. From CTYI America, CTY America, not CTYI America. It is the last song played at every disco, and there are many parts of this song which CTYIzers do different actions for. For example, there are two circles made during this song. The inner one is for Nevermore's only, so you don't go in it if it's not your last year, but you know. The second verse, there's like, you can do can-can style kicking, you know the vibe. And then there's a line that goes, they both kicked off their shoes. I would sing it, but you wouldn't want that. So everyone kicks off their shoes, don't hit anyone with it, like so. And then during the chorus, it goes, this will be the day that I die. But when you do that, you go, die, 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 live, 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 sex, 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 more, 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 more. So, okay, and then there's another line. There's a lot to go with this one, so hold on. This says, my hands were clenched in, and everything's so great! Yeah, there you go. And then there's stole his thorny crown, where Pirate Owen will throw his hat into the center along with all the shoes. And if you have a hat for the disco, which is not a good idea, they're very warm. But if you have a hat, you can throw it into the center as well. There's also a bit where our man Don, he sings, children scream, and we all scream because we're children. So, and then finally, should we go through still do this one? Okay, so then there's other songs. Do you want to do the others?
Okay. So there's the YMCA, but creatively, instead of YMCA, we sing CTYI. And it's really important not to do this for T, because you will just hit everyone around you.
Yeah, T
So
is
T,
this.
T.
T.
I'd always done that for once. Alright, Bohemian Rhapsody. So again, it's the two circle idea. Nevermore's in the middle circle, or in the center circle, and No More's, and everyone else on the outside. What are the differences here?
Just run into the center.
You just run into the center.
When
everyone
the
else is
guitar
running
goes
in,
like,
you run in.
Yeah.
You'll have it. You'll see. Alright.
For 500 miles, you formed the craziest conga line you'll ever see. Pokemon themed. Where will you ever be that this will be played at a disco? Street spirit. This one's good. You lie down on the ground. Gabby, do you want to demonstrate? There we go. You lie down on the ground and you wave your arms in the air, as originally it was done by a junkie when Radiohead was played in his local club in the 90s. Okay. So for Iris is an emotional one. There's two circles, like Nevermore and not Nevermore again, and you all kind of like, sway to it because it's emotional. And then if there's any couples, you can like dance in the center. Or if you got some like true bros, you guys can do a little dance as well. Mr. Brightside, that one just gets people going. And then also September, Take On Me because they're lit. So all discos have a theme. And as we all know, this disco's theme is prom, which is questionable. And that does not mean, prom does not mean you bring anyone. The aim of Ctyi discos does not mean to bring anyone. But with that being said, oh no.
We need a prom day.
We need a prom day. So, Ellen, will you take us to prom?
Kenya's also my prom days. Snapple Tower! A tradition that originated in Session 1 and was brought to Session 2 in 2013 by a number of bisessionals. Over 400 or upwards, Snapple bottles are collected to build a pyramidical structure to stand during the Candlelight ceremony after the last disco. The structure works on the principle that one Snapple bottle can be supported by 3 below it. And the Snapple Tower remains up for the night of the disco and is dismantled the next night. And we should note that it's blasphemous to break a Snapple bottle instead of giving it to me or Owen or putting it in that window over there.
Oh, and I can't with good conscience not mention the newest tradition from this year only, the cacao lot.
So, the Candlelight ceremony. This is the time-honored and beloved and fire-hazardous tradition that takes place after the final disco, here in the center of the quad. For cats, it's in the stone circle. We all gather around the candle, spelling out Ctyi following the year, so this year will be 2017. And the Snapple Tower will be like offside. And it'll definitely be better than Session 1's. Some people will make speeches, usually Nevermores, and then the actually talented youth will play some nice strumming, get us in the mood. We mourn over Ctyi ending and are ushered back to our rooms, where commuters are forced to sign out. Many RA groups will have a small corridor party afterwards, and it's very emotional.
Oh, Sir Jasper! A thoroughly enjoyable song often sung in the stone circle before the last disco.
It's really long.
You can sing it if you like. Oh, Sir Jasper! It'll be sung in the stone circle. And the latest addition to the book, Tradition Tuesday, spelled CHOOSEDAY. And we quite because you choose what tradition. We quite frankly can't seem to decide on a Tuesday tradition, as it varies from year to year and person to person. Eventually, we may one day decide on communally or naturally or via a Facebook poll, but till this day comes, every Ctyi should be encouraged to be themselves and make this day what they want, and have fun with costumes of their own, such as in 2015, Onesie Tuesday became popular. Quickly, it was abandoned because of obvious heat stroke reasons. Ctyi is about being yourself and being comfortable, so do what you want and make this tradition what you want it to be. down, as well as Owen's going to pass down the hat. And as well as this, there's also a lab coat. Where's Ollie? He's going to pass it down this year because he's not an Evermore. But that's been going for about 5 people, and I don't know the origins of it.
Oh, and of course, the suspenders.
Okay.
Where you trick a newbie. It's actually like a real tradition now, but like you trick a newbie into thinking it's a tradition, but it really is. So I don't really know. That's advice. So, Shanae.
Before I go, I'd just like to do one final dib drop, an encore. So, Alan, dib.